Hello and welcome to the Buddy Show Now. My name is Buddy and I'm here to help you live the most amazing life. So tonight we're going to be talking about goal setting and how important goal setting is in your life. So a lot of people ask me questions about, hey Buddy, should I do goal setting? What should I do as far as planning my life? What should I do? And I'm like, hey, I think goal setting is really important because it keeps you focused. It keeps you really honed in on what you want to do in your life. And a lot of people don't do goal setting. So the first question I always get, and I'm just going to kind of look at my notes, is should I be doing goal setting? And the answer is absolutely yes. You should be doing some goal setting because why? It just helps you stay focused. It helps you do what you need to do and what you want to do in your life. That's most important, what you want to do in your life. So I'm here to tell you right now, let's get started today about doing some goal setting. And I'm going to give you some tips that can help you with that goal setting. Now, it's important to note, goal setting gives you that long-term vision of where you want to go with your life. And it gives you some short-term goals that you want to reach. So a lot of times when people start goal setting, they think to themselves, well, I don't know what I'm going to do about goal setting. I don't know. I know I have this idea. I want to be successful. I want to do maybe something online. I want to maybe teach online. I want to create a new product. And I always say to them, all right, well, do you have those goals listed somewhere that gives you some sort of roadmap of where you want to go? And they say, no, I just know that I'm going to be successful and I'm just going to, I don't want to say wing it, but that's what my sense is. But they also get this feeling, I get this feeling that when people kind of haphazardly just go into something and think, yeah, I know I'm going to be successful. I'm just going to do something. I'm going to just keep going through the motions and not have a direction. I say, hey, you know what? I understand that, and that's one way to do it. I think it's great. But listen, if you don't plan for your goals, if you don't plan for your life, then you're planning to do nothing. I say nothing. You're planning on going nowhere because you don't have a direction of where you want to go. And I think this is really key because when we actually set a course, and I'll say this, when you're on a road trip, when you're going to plan a vacation, some people plan more time and energy into planning their vacation than they do on their goals. And I want to say this, if you've got something you really want to do, then put that down on paper. Put it down on paper, make a goal, put some sort of deadline. Again, I'm going to cover some more things here in just a second. But now, one of the things that goal setting it does is it really focuses your attention on what you need to do. And I'm going to say this, sometimes people will set a goal, and I've done this many times, where I set a goal, and suddenly what happens is, I'm not sure how I'm actually going to do it, but I know that I have a goal in mind. And here's the deal, is if you have a goal in mind, you're going to find a way. The universe will suddenly say to you, I'm going to help you find the resources that you need to get your goals done. And I think this is really important because a lot of times people think, hey, if I don't know how to get there, then I shouldn't even do it. And what I'm saying is set the goal and the answers will be given to you. Now, another thing that goal setting does is it helps you really figure out your time, your resources, and more importantly, the drive that you need to get those goals. And I'll say that again, when you have the resources, again, we go back to the idea of, hey, I'm not sure how to do it. The universe will give you everything that you need to get your goals. Now, the other thing is what? Time. Time is important because if you're not setting your goals, time's just going to keep going. And suddenly you're going to look back in 5 years and say, oh my gosh, what just happened? 5 years went by. I want to do X, Y, Z. I'm not where I am financially. I'm not where I am in my career. So what I want to do for you today is just give you some tools that you're going to be doing that are going to help you goal set. Now, the biggest thing is it works. And some of you guys seeing me kind of look down, I'm kind of looking at my goals right now, making sure that I know I'm staying on track with what we're doing. Now, the other thing is, I want you to right now, here's an exercise I want you to do with me right now, is I want you to write down everything that you want to do in your life. And I want you to be outrageous. I want you to write down everything from, I want to travel, the amount of money that you're going to make, the house you're going to live in, maybe a relationship you're going to have or you have right now, or maybe how many kids you have, what kind of car do you drive, what neighborhood do you live in, what city do you live in. I want you to really think about all those things right now and just start writing them down. And of course, if you're watching this video, you can pause the video or you can finish the whole video and then write it all down. And I want you to think about, again, what you want to do with your life, your career, and then your health goals. So if I say your health goals, what does that mean for you? What are you doing? Are you exercising? Are you eating better? Are you getting enough sleep, enough rest? Are you doing something active? Maybe you join a club that's going to be not just for your physical body, but more for your mind. So maybe you join a book club, you join something, a social club that's going to help you with your health goals, with your personal goals, all right? So we're going to go further here. I'm going to ask you some questions right now. First of all, how much money do you want to make? And this is going to help you when you're making your goals. How much money do you want to make? And I want you to be really, really specific. Like, is it, $50,000, $40,000, $100,000, $1 million? Be specific, have a goal in mind, all right? Now, where do you want to live? Yeah, where do you want to live in your life? What neighborhood, what state, what city? What type of work excites you? What are you doing for work? Do you want kids? Maybe you have kids. Maybe you want grandkids. I don't know, maybe. What is your life's passion? So if I were to ask you, what do you do that makes you so happy that you could do it every day? Something. Think about that. How do you spend your days? Are you working, 6 a.m. till 9 o'clock at night? Or do you have a job that you say, I'm going to work a few hours and then take some time off and then work a few more hours and then have the rest of my life or my day that I can actually now rest, I can recover, I can do exactly maybe art, create, maybe write a book or anything like that. So something where a hobby that you enjoy doing. Do you want to travel? Where do you want to travel? Be specific. List as many cities as you can that are going to be on your list. Like you want to travel to Europe. Be specific. You want to be in Spain, Paris, London, Scotland, anything. Write this all down. France. Did I say France? All right. Do you want to help people? And when I say help people, how do you see that? Do you see yourself creating something, a product that they can use? Do you see something like maybe something or a business that's business oriented where you can help people streamline their systems in their businesses? Maybe like that. All right. What about this? How do you help those people, help other people out with maybe an idea that you might have? How about this? Do you want to write a book? Do you want to create something new in the world? Maybe you want to create some shoes, maybe fashion. Maybe you want to create something that's going to just help people's lives be more efficient. All right. How about this? If you're married, do you want to get married? How do you spend your time? What do you see yourself doing with your significant other? All right. What activities do you like to do? How do you spend your time when you're not working? Are you maybe playing tennis? Are you playing cards? Are you maybe cooking? Maybe something like that, all right? What kind of car do you drive? Is it maybe one car, two cars? So think about these questions because this is going to help you figure out your list about what you want to do. Now, I'm going to say this. I want you to narrow it down. And when I say narrow it down, I want you to kind of streamline it, bring it in for a moment, and start to think about your goals for maybe 1 year, 5 years, and then your 10-year goals. Now, as I say this, I want you to think about it in 3 ways: your personal goals, your health goals, and then your career goals. So when we think about those 3 things, under those 3 headings, again, personal, health, and your career goals, I want you to list 3 to 5 goals that maybe you listed on that timeline or all those that list that you did. So 3 to 5 in each of those categories. So it's going to be 1 year, 5 years, and then 10 years. So if you do the math, it's going to be 5 per each. So that's about 15 for each one. And so that 45 goals that you have. Now, you've got the 45 goals, right, on this list. You've made a list, and I always say, put on an Excel spreadsheet, and so you have it as a list. Then, after each one, put down a timeline, a time frame, a time target that you want to hit. And why is that important? Because it tells you you've got a deadline. You've got to finish this. It's not like, yeah, I want to be rich someday. I want to be rich. But what does that mean? How much money do you make? How do you spend your life? How do you spend your time? Do you maybe give money to other people or other organizations or help others in need or spend your time volunteering? Or maybe you give money for maybe a scholarship fund or maybe you give money to help build a new building. I don't know. Okay, so let me ask this question. So we've got our personal health and career goals. And then we also have what? 1 year goals, 5 year goals, and 10-year goals. In that, you put down 3 to 5 goals. Excellent. Now, what is the most important goal for you right now? What is something that you really would love to do in the next, say, 6 months to 1 year? I want you to put that at the top of your list. That's like boom. And I want you to put an end date on that. And again, why is that end date so important? Because that end date says to the universe, this is my timeline. Now, if you don't hit it, it's okay. However, we're also going to be talking about things where you can look back maybe in like 1 month. Am I on target of hitting my goal in say 1 year? Now, if you're not on target, you may need to readjust your goal or that timeline. Perfect. All right. Again, a lot of times people think, well, I'm just going to plan, I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to put an end date, because an end date does what? It puts pressure on you. It puts pressure on you to finish this goal. And when I want you to finish this goal is because why? I want you to accomplish what you want to do. If you don't put an end goal and you leave it open-ended, that allows you to say, I can let myself off the hook. There's no accountability. You have no dedication and commitment to hitting that goal. And the only person you're letting down is yourself. So I want to get really clear here. You're setting these goals for you. It's your life. And when you set these goals, this is set up your future. And I'm sorry, I'm speeding up because I'm super excited about this. Because why? This is your life. Plan it. Plan for the future. Plan for your life now. Because before you blink, 5 years go by, 10 years go by, and you think to yourself, oh my gosh, I haven't hit my goals. I haven't hit my goals. So here's the big question. After you've done all this, I want you to now think about why you want to do all these things. And this is the real big thing here, the takeaway from this whole talk we're doing today, is this talk is about why you want to do it. So why do you want to have a nice car? Or why do you want to have a certain car? Why do you want to make a certain amount of money? Maybe you want to make your parents happy. Maybe you want to provide for your significant other. Maybe you want to provide for your kids, whatever it is. Or maybe I want to have the life I never had. Yeah, I want to just live in a way that makes me feel happy. I don't want to stress about money. So this is the thing, the big thing, as far as the why. Because when we have the why, you might even put that on the bottom of your list. Why am I doing this? Because X, Y, Z. And notice again, I want you to think about when you look at these goals on this list, you might say to yourself, how does this make me feel if I achieve this in 1 year? If I say, I want to make $50,000, 60, whatever it might be, whatever amount you put on, how will this make you feel? And what will this allow you to do? Why? Maybe pay down your debt. Maybe help a friend out. Maybe pay down some debt. Did I say debt? Maybe buy a house. Maybe purchase something for my kids. Maybe go on a vacation. So this is the why. So I want you to write that down and be really clear. So you've got your why, and then you've also got some feelings behind it as well. So listen. I'm going to conclude this talk on goal setting just as it is right now. I want you to come back because we've got more episodes coming out your way. But this is going to get you started. I want you to start with this with me and check it out. Write it out and shoot me a message. Again, if you like this, what we're talking about today, I want you to make sure you like this, you subscribe, and also please share with your friends. Click subscribe. Oh, and also if you want any notifications about anything that's coming out, because we're going to be releasing more episodes coming your way very soon. So thank you so much for again. My name is Buddy, and I'll hope to see you soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.